Well, howdy, Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and all of us a brand new day. Yay, a brand new day. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Hopefully your day is good. I am alive, and that is definitely a thumbs up as well. For the Shelton, Washington weather report, it was nice-ish last night, hot and warm that night, and it's a nice sunny day. It's gonna be hot. The other day, when I had so bad insomnia because of my allergies, and I walked to Walmart at 3 o'clock in the morning, I wore my summer jacket over just a regular shirt. It was almost too hot for that, so yay. Thumbs up, it's going to be great. I'm going to have my fans running all the time. But it's a nice day, and that's good. Now, as I said the night before, my horrific insomnia. If you watched my vlog yesterday, I got maybe an hour and a half worth of sleep. So yesterday, I went and purchased some allergy medication stuff. One of them a daytime thing, and one of them a nighttime thing. But the one daytime thing is a full 24-hour thing, and now I'm not sure if I should take the other thing with it because I don't want med interactions, so I gotta search that up. But the one is like loratadine. So I don't know what any brand names for that are, but it's loratadine, and it's a 24-hour thing. But the other one is just the generic Benadryl. And Benadryl is a good antihistamine, but it also makes you sleepy. So I took a 10 milligram Benadryl tab last night in the hopes that it would keep me from being all wheezy and finding it difficult to breathe, and also knock me out. Now, one of the reasons this antihistamine knocks you out is when you eat this medication, you do have neural tissue in your gut. And one of the problems with that is you take this stuff, it slows down all neural tissue, which means it also slows down your gut. So you take this thing, you can have bowel issues. Not a good thing. So you need to be very careful. Plus, back in the late 90s, when I was also having a lot of sleep problems, I was taking this stuff every single day. Big issue with that. There's a problem with taking a lot of medications. You get a rebound effect. And so that's what happened. I would take this stuff, and instead of getting tired, I would just get wired, and I'd be unable to sleep at all. And it was horrific. So this, I gotta make sure that I only take it periodically. And I'm hissing pretty bad around these things. My dentures do not fit right now, which means I need to get them worked on because they don't fit. They move, and I'm slurring around them. And because they move, that means there's a pivot point. And when you have a pivot point, you have stress. And when you have stress, you get fractures and breaks. This top plate is already broken once, so I need to get it fixed so that I don't have a break again. And it's like well over $1,000 to get one plate done. So I can't afford that. The only reason I have these now is because my mother, before she died, went and gave me enough money to pay for dentures. So I don't have that anymore. My parents are gone. My wife is gone. Out of the 4 people that moved to Shelton and helped us move to Shelton, I'm the only one left. My wife and parents all died. All in a 5-year span, too, so thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, don't want to yammer on about that. Just want to yammer on about other things. Like I say, I took the med. Now, I took it around 10-ish, approximately-ish. I got sleepy, but it wasn't intense. In fact, it was a very mild feeling. So at about 10:45-ish or so, I head to bed. It's after 11 o'clock before I finally get the lights turned off. But I've got the fans positioned, and I've got air blowing on me. I've got just a sheet with a little bit of blanket covering a very tiny part of my body. I slept not wonderfully, starting off. I even changed the filter on my sleep apnea machine, and you're supposed to do that monthly, and I occasionally remember to do it once or twice a year. So there was a lot of gray dust on the filter and on the little plastic cover with the holes in it, so that helped. I'm quite sure. Thumbs up on that. I still wheezed. There was some wheezing. But it was a lot better. And while I say I had some issues in the beginning with trying to fall asleep and mild anxiety for a very short period of time, it worked out. I still woke up middle of the night, which is not a bad thing. I mean, it is a modern thought that we are supposed to sleep for 8 hours straight, because that's not the way our bodies work. And throughout most of American human history, boy, does that betray. Do I think of American as human and everyone else is not? Or was that just a weird slip of the tongue as I was talking? I think it's just a weird slip. But what was I talking about now? Quickly. Was it sleep? Sleeping. Something about sleeping. Yes. Derailed myself there. Throughout human history, we sleep about about half the night. And then you wake up. Traditionally, even in the United States, I'm a United States citizen, so I know more about the United States than other places, but I don't know a ton about the United States because they work real hard to suppress a whole lot of American history. But try to remember again. I may have slept, but I didn't sleep well. Yes, sleeping. So, you woke up, and then you got up. Maybe you had something to eat. Maybe you read something for a while. Maybe you just did little stuff like that. And after an hour and a half, you got tired again. You went back to bed. And it wasn't a big deal, because that's what you did. You weren't expected to sleep the whole night through. But now, of course, we wake up middle of the night to get up and do something, and we freak out. Part of that, of course, is time schedules. With an artificial time schedule of when you need to be up and doing things. It's irritating when you wake up and you go, oh my God, I gotta be doing this. I gotta get out of bed to do this stuff in 4 hours. I can't be awake now. I need to sleep. Yeah, so there's stress. But modern life is very, very bad for, us. There are so many things that we do that are completely artificial and, do damage your body and mind. So, yay for modern society. And of course, once again, I get people in comments that ask me why I talk with my hands. I've leaned into it my whole life. I've talked with my hands. I've never really understood it, but before I did, it was like, I was saying, I can feel it. I like the feeling of my muscles moving in my hands. These are stressors, and unlike artificial stuff, stressors in your body like that, muscle stuff, your body likes that. And so it's good. But that's just my way of stimming, feeling things. A lot of people have various habits for stimming. Anthony Hopkins rubbed his hands together his whole life before he understood why. For those people that are deeper into the spectrum, there's hand flapping, it's stimming, and it's just something you do. It's a sensation. It's a feeling. It can be something you do under stress, or when you're happy, or just as when you're talking in front of a webcam. That's all. So thumbs up. Now, the other thing that I sort of wanted to talk about, because this is both irritating and not. I lived through Y2K and everything that was going on back then. And now, almost 21 years later, I'm watching videos from people who, may have been born at that time, reacting to a bunch of videos and news about Y2K and talking about how, gosh, I see all these things from the videos, and what happened? Nothing. There's a reason that nothing happened. This was not something that everybody was freaking out about. It didn't happen. Why was everyone freaking out about it? No, this wasn't. Everyone was freaking out about it. And everyone went to work hard. He was amazed, going, oh, people thought, planes weren't going to be able to fly. Banking stuff was going to crash, and none of this happened. Yeah, billions and billions of dollars were spent. People working overtime massively everywhere, doing their best to update software as fast and as hard as they could. The reason that nothing happened because of this whole Y2K thing? Because those billions were spent. Because all that stuff was updated. Yeah, when a 2-digit date goes from 99 to 0, your computer thinks it's 100 years ago. So this was a big problem. It's nice to live in a world where something, you look back on that and you go, oh gosh, people were freaked out about it, nothing happened, why did they freak? I lived through it. This was huge. This was a lot of time, a lot of effort being done. So it's just kind of interesting. I thought I'd say. Is a real quick on that. There are some channels that I watch where I try to watch but can't, and it's not the people, it's the stuff they're covering. There's, like, in some milder cases, there's this one guy has a channel where he does Reddit reading posts, but he does stuff like incel tears and bad women's anatomy and men writing women, where it is just men who have no clue. They think they do, but they have no clue, and they are spouting the stuff that they think in an absolutely overpowering, I'm correct and you're wrong way. And this is not mild stuff or stuff that you can have a subjective opinion on. This is like the equivalent of somebody coming out and saying, why do women complain every month about their periods? Their breasts are filled with helium. They have nothing to complain about. The functional equivalent, what they're saying makes just as much sense, but they believe it entirely. And I find it so hard to watch those, because that sort of idiocy, I have difficulties dealing with people because of a lot of issues. Social withdrawals, my alcoholism, my sexual and physical abuse as a child, where I am on the spectrum, my ADHD, but there are just some things where I don't want to understand these people. As much as I have difficulties dealing with other people, I also have an incredible amount of empathy for whatever can hurt somebody. I can feel that if just reading something that's going to hurt somebody, hurts me. And watching these videos is hard. And so I can't, because it's just, these people are so painfully wrong and they believe they're so incredibly right. I can't watch it, which also includes when there's a lot of political debunking stuff, because like Jordan Peterson and Ben Shapiro and all of these people, they're not good people. The arguments they bring forth are not good arguments, and the end result of what happens is more ignorant people, and they have money. So I don't like that sort of person. Now let's try to remember how I got up to what I'm talking about. Yes, so I cannot watch a lot of these political things, because the first thing one of these people, Candace Owens, or like I say, Ben Shabibo and all that, they will lead off with something that is wrong, demonstrably wrong, and has been shown to be demonstrably wrong. And they lead off with that, saying, this is why I believe what I believe, and this is why everyone that doesn't believe in what I believe in is a terrible person. You believe with me, don't you? Because you're a good and right person. I find that so hard to watch. That's why I could never watch President Trump, because it was just open his mouth and lies start coming out. And I can't take that. I have difficulties dealing with people because of where I am. And it doesn't help when there are people that lie, like lying, will lie rather than tell the truth, will lie rather than, would rather pay a fine than own up to lying, and just that's what they do. So, yay. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. And I say 20 to 25, but it's however many people leave comments. Past like year and some comments have been dwindling. I'm lucky if I get like 15. However many I get, thank you so much. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Let's see. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. And of course, even though I can't American Sign Language with my partially treated ADHD, insomnia, and partially treated depression, and a whole ton more, I'm getting better all the time, but still have a lot of difficulty. So we have Paul Basar, thumbs up and thank you. Tommy Nelson, greatly appreciated. Memoria Master, I sure hope I'm close, thank you. Dasharat, thumbs up and thank you very much. Elaldo, thumbs up, and XIUSBBY, thumbs up and thank you. Rob, greatly appreciated. Flora Mew, always good to see you in the comments. Jane Nams, thumbs up. And then we have Ichimatsuko, where hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. And we have Sayu with some sort of ideogram that I do not recognize, but thank you very much. Ricky Bettini, greatly appreciated. Steve Crespo, thumbs up and thank you. We have Denial, greatly appreciated. Ice Damon, and there we go, 14 people that left me comments. It is greatly appreciated to get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, if only in text. Thumbs up and thank you so much. If you could, check out my various links down below. I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out financially without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money at all, I have an Amazon wish list link as well, where hopefully today we'll get it updated for things like Reptisand and hamster food and hamster bedding and cat food and a pair of shoes, because my shoes I'm having to duct tape them to hold them together. Thumbs up. Now, if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. And of course, if you toss me a like, I would appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very cool. Definitely a thumbs up on that. So, I hope that your day is going to go well. I hope it's going to go better than mine. I just slept yesterday, all day. Well, I mean, hopefully then yesterday, not today. Hopefully today is going to go better for me than it did yesterday too. But until this sickness is all done, if you have to go out, please wear a mask around others, wash your hands, try not to touch your face, maintain your social distancing, and we can get through this. Just be smart, be careful. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a definite thumbs up. I need your skin, so I'll hop in and start feeding everybody. Get the skin. Get the skin.